man for more than 4 decades has been caught in Portugal. George Wright was convicted and jailed in Lingo of a petrol station in 1963. He escaped after several offers. They helped hijack an American airliner, forcing it to fly to Algeria. Portuguese police said Mr. Wright was arrested on the outskirts of Lisbon after living in Portugal for 20 years under a false identity. The US has requested his extradition. Health officials in the United States say food poisoning caused by listeria in cantaloupe melons has killed at least 13 people and infected more than 70. A spokesman from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said the death toll was likely to rise because listeria symptoms such as fever could take up to 4 weeks to appear. The outbreak has been traced to a farm in Colorado which recalled the melons earlier this month. World news from the BBC. Nominations close today for the election to choose the next President of the Republic of Ireland. The candidates include the Deputy First Minister of Northern Ireland, Martin McGuinness, a former IRA commander. Mark Simpson reports.
In the court, 7 candidates are competing for the Irish presidency. The most high-profile is Sinn Féin's Martin McGuinness. A member of Ireland's cabinet has said the former IRA leader would not be suitable as head of state, but he came third in the last opinion poll, and with a good campaign, he does have a chance of winning. The favourite is gay rights activist David Norris. Among the other candidates is Diana Rosemary Scanlon. She's a singer-turned-politician. She won the Eurovision Song Contest in 1970.
The Russian army has decided it will no longer place orders for one of the most famous weapons of the 20th century, the Kalashnikov rifle. The army still has 10 million Kalashnikovs in stock, but a senior Russian commander said new firearms were being developed. Steve Rosenberg reports.
The Kalashnikov is the most widely used assault rifle on the planet. More than 100 million have been sold worldwide, but the factory which makes them won't be selling any more of them to Russia's army for quite some time. The chief of the army's general staff has said that the military should first use up its huge stockpile of rifles before stumping up for more. And even when the generals do go shopping again, they say they'll be on the lookout for something more modern with a much longer range.
A clean-up operation is going on in the Philippines, where Typhoon Nesad killed at least 18 people and left 35 missing. Electricity supplies and public transport have now been restored in the capital Manila after the typhoon brought gusts of up to 150 kilometers an hour. Buildings and roads were damaged in Manila. BBC News. 6:06 GMT. Welcome to the World Today from the BBC World Service. You're with Conrad Dumont and Max Pearson. Now, is it too soon to heal the wounds in Ivory Coast? The West African country's Commission on Dialogue, Truth and Reconciliation will officially get to work after a ceremony in the capital Yamoussoukro in a couple of hours. The Commission's job is far from simple: to heal the wounds caused by the post-election crisis earlier this year that led to a battle for control of the country and the arrest of the previous president, Laurent Gbagbo. The conflict caused the deaths of at least 3,000 people and further divided a country struggling to leave behind a decade of coups, civil wars and violence. Our correspondent John James joins us now from the main city, Abidjan. John, it is very soon for reconciliation. Is there optimism that this commission is going to do what it sets out to do?
I think there's a lot of uncertainty about exactly how this commission will function. Obviously, it's based on the successful commission in South Africa, and that model has been copied elsewhere on the continent. But still, in this context, it was announced. We've got the committee now, the 11 members, including, of course, Didier Drogba, who's part of that. But how they will function, there's talk of public hearings around the country where people to come and give their testimony as to exactly what they went through during the crisis. But it still remains to be seen exactly how the Commission will work within the society to help heal some of those wounds that you talked about there. This was a country divided by that election, and those wounds still are raw.
Yeah, the danger is that a commission like this could actually open up those wounds again and cause people to be angry, especially with them being so short a time ago. But what about the country in general? Because economic activity was badly affected by the fighting. Is the country now picking up again?
To us, people actually are quite surprised at just how quickly the country is normalising if you like. There are still security issues, there are still some other problems, but there's increasing optimism here about how the country can recover. This is West Africa's second biggest economy, and I've been around speaking to small and major businesses here just to find out how people are feeling. We're here at the Sanya palm oil processing factory. This is the biggest factory of its kind in Africa. This was a factory only opened last year, employs about 400 people, ultra modern. We've got pipes and all sorts of containers to store the palm oil in. But even a place like this didn't escape the effects of the crisis.
During the socio-political crisis, our business has been deeply impacted.
Jean-Louis Codeux is the Deputy Managing Director of the Sanya factory and says the crisis shut down work here and led to a sharp drop in sales. Despite the financial impact, the parent company is still mourning a loss of 24